Hi everyone. Ew, do you like my intro? Oh wow. Like that's like the best intro ever. Like honestly, you are so incredibly lucky to be listening to me. Like I'm so divine. I'm absolutely divine. I'm so annoying, huh? Hi guys. This is gonna be like the most random episode. I think I'm just gonna free flow it. Okay. I'm going to free flow it. I don't have anything planned for this episode. So welcome to This Era, the show that talks about the many sides of me. I'm Kevin, and today we're talking about memories. We love memories. The dark ones, the very funny ones, the magical, gay, fun memories. We love those. Those are very pretty. We love the magical, gay memories. Anyways, the magical fun gay memory. We're gonna make that a thing. I'm gonna say that, and we're gonna have that tune come up. The magical gay memories. Let me do it one more time. I don't want to do it one more time. I'll do it later. But yeah, I just want to talk about memories, and I don't know what I'm just gonna free ball it. We're gonna free ball it. Oh my god, we love free balling. Who else likes free balling? Click the like button. I'm just kidding. There's no like button. Hey guys, if you are tuning in, would you like, if you would be so kind, you could go into the show notes, the podcast description, and there's a link there, and you can leave me a message, and you could be included in a future episode, like the message. So if you wanna, you can ask me something. Ask me anything, or just if you want to say something, please leave a message there, and I'll add you to a future episode. And thank you for participating, and thank you for listening. So, anyways, I don't know, memories. I just want to talk about me and really stupid things like that. And one of them that I wanted to start off with something that really that like sort of made this episode into fruition. Like it's like what I wrote down, and I don't have anything else, but this is the main thing that I wanted to I was like, oh my god, this is a great starting point, is hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is something we're all very familiar with, especially during these times. Hand sanitizer is now engraved in my memory. It is like inside of my brain, and because it's just everywhere now, especially during these times. Everyone wants to, you see it everywhere. And I don't know, for me, it's been something that's been normal for me. I don't know, like I've always used hand sanitizer. But obviously I feel like I use it more now, but I've always used it. Like even in high school, my old friends and stuff would be like, here's Kevin pulling out his hand sanitizer and cleaning his hands. And you know what's funny? Speaking of high school, I was a very prepared kid, and I still am. In school, I would have I have tissues. So in my backpack, I have tissues. I still have my backpack. It's in my closet right now, but we're talking about high school here. I had lotion, tissues, hand sanitizer, a bag of what's it called? A first aid kit. Literally, if my gay ass had a first aid kit, like literally, like I had everything: water, a wire, charger, a portable charger, a extra paper for people, extra pencils for people. Oh my god, what else? I had so many things. I could go chapstick. God, dude, I had a lot of things in my backpack. I'm talking about staplers, tape, scissors, color pencils, markers, pens, pencils, lots of paper, notebooks, my stuff for my school. But most of the things were just things that are essential or necessary. I had wipes, disinfecting wipes, and people would be surprised. Like they would be like, "Oh my god, Kevin, you have that in your backpack?" Like, thank you. And because sometimes some people would need a what's it called? a Band-Aid, or they would want some lotion, or they needed some chapstick. Mainly for my friend, like one of my friends, she always needed chapstick. It's just a little chapstick. If you know that song. And it was I don't know, I was just a very prepared kid. And in college too, my backpack had the same stuff, a lot of essentials. And the most recent, like, common essential in my backpack was a face mask. I had several face masks just in case somebody needed some. Clean ones too, like some clean, those like regular blue face masks, and extra ones for me. And so I don't have physical school anymore, but I had those stuff in my backpack, and it's still in there. I actually took some out. And right now what I do is I have a sort of bag. It's like I like calling it my little gay purse. Here's my gay things. That's going to be, honestly, we're going to make that a segment. My gay things. Every single time I say, I bring up something that's going to be my gay stuff, I'm just going to put the sound because it's gay. Rainbows and glitter and unicorns, sweetie. We love that. We love gays. Anyways, I have this bag, and what I have in there is 3 water bottles. I have dry shampoo. Yes, dry shampoo. A literal shower wipe. It's like these wipes that people mainly take to travel. It's sort of like it's a big wipey that's like a shower thing. Like you could, like, if you need to clean yourself, you just use that. And oh my God, do you hear my niece in the background? You can literally hear her yelling in the background. And so one of those, and oh my God, someone tell her to shut up. I'm just kidding. It's because I'm in my house recording this, sweetie. Anyways, I have dry shampoo, those shower wipes, 3 waters, again, the portable charger, chapstick, lotion, what's it called? Tissue paper, tissues, like for tissues. I have the first aid kit, a bunch of medicine. It's like a cold medicine, a non-aspirin, what is it? Acetaminophen. It's like a Motrin. I'm over here acting all white. A Motrin. Motrin. And what else? Band-Aids. Well, the first aid kit. Antacid, and it's sort of like what's it called? The other one is like a Pepto-Bismol, but they're like a tablet form. Vitamin C supplements, allergy pills, and yes, condoms. I have condoms and lube in my little bag, sweetie. You tell them, those gay things. You never know when you need to, like, bust out some protection, sweetie. And bust out protection for one person only. So, but that's, I have that in there because you just never know when you want to do a little session. All right? Some little session, some little gay things. Ew. But yeah, I have that in my backpack. And, and wipes, just regular wipes and antibacterial wipes and an extra face mask. Those are like the 3 other essentials that become now a full staple in my essentials bag because, because these trying times, but also to be clean, and hand sanitizer. I forgot to mention I have a hand sanitizer in there. But yeah, that's my little cute bag. It's a really cute, very shiny bag. Like the light reflects on it and it looks very bright and cool. And anyways, but what I sort of sidetracked there, but that's okay. The hand sanitizer is something that's engraved in my mind because, but yeah, hand sanitizer is something that's like engraved because when I was young, and I was saying this to one of my friends earlier, and he laughed, but whatever, I don't care. Hand sanitizer is engraved in my memory because it's not just because of the pandemic, but in elementary school, in the elementary school lunch hours, the teacher in kindergarten would give us a pump of hand sanitizer, and we would clean our hands like that before we would get in a line, and we would she would pump a hand sanitizer, and we would go to lunch, and the smell of the hand sanitizer And the regular one, not like the ones right now, because right now, like, you know how like some alcohols are like different, whatever, and we needed to use like other alcohols, but the like main hand sanitizer, that one alcohol smell, and I don't know, I just love the smell. I don't know if anybody else loves the smell of alcohol. Ew, that sounds like a problem. Anybody else loves the smell of hand sanitizer, I for sure do. Not the ugly, gross ones that we have now, but the ones before. And it's just every single time I smell my hands, I love smelling it. Like, call me weird and all, but I don't know. Maybe it's like my gay brain. I don't know if it's my gay brain, but whatever. And I remember those times. And you know, something that I really enjoyed from elementary school is during the lunch hours is that one person would be selected to be the leader of the line, and they would have like all of the ID cards. So like we would have like our lunch ID cards, and they would keep it in a little bag, in like an envelope bag, a white envelope bag, and it would have like the classroom and the teacher name and all that. And we would give, like, the person in the front would lead the line, and they would give that bag to the main like lady there, so that she can like count everybody's like lunch. And beginning of lunch, when we were like the first group of kids in the cafeteria, it was the best thing ever, because we had the most freshest, beautiful plate of cafeteria food, gross, disgusting lunch cafeteria food, but it was so good because it was the fresh one, and there was nothing was like, there wasn't anything like, nothing ran out. They didn't run out of anything because it was the freshest portion. But if you were like the last group of kids, which I hated, I don't know why teachers, it got me so mad when teachers would like, we would like not go to lunch yet, and they would like, sometimes they would do that as punishment. It was so stupid. But we like, if you were the last group of kids in the cafeteria, and especially in the end of the line, oh my God, how many times have I been in the end of the line? I hated it, because I would want like pizza, or I would want maxi sticks. If you don't know what maxi sticks are, oh my God, the best ever. Maxi sticks are these, they were like cheese sticks, and they would give you 3 or 2, but 3 was like the best time ever. 3 with like marinara sauce. It was the best ever, and it was so good. And like those times when we were the last ones, they like would run out, and like I would have to get like some boring food, like not that I'm not saying that the peanut butter and jelly was boring, but I love the peanut butter and jelly. But I would have to like, sometimes I wanted to crave like actual like other foods, and I would have to get something else because everybody took them. It sucked so much to like not have like anything left. It was just but that's why the beginning of the lunch was the best ever, and I loved the smell of hand sanitizer, and I don't know why. But yeah, those times were amazing. I love those memories, and I like going back in there. And I do have a friend that I don't know, I used to play, I was like, I'm over here being gay, and I love guys, right? The gay things. And I would play the dad, and one of my friends would play the mom in elementary school, and like we would have the kids and all that. I don't know, like the elementary school, what's it called? During recess was the best, dude. I feel like recess back then was amazing, and now, I mean, obviously now the pandemonium. If anybody heard my last episode, a person that I know says pandemonium instead of the pandemic. But the pandemic like ruined that. It really, really, really ruined recess. And it's just, it just sucks. But I feel like recess has been ruined even before the pandemic, because like, I don't know, like I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just being like weird, but I think the new generation of kids just are more poisoned, sadly, like disgusting, disgusting kids. Oh my God, what is that? Disgusting kids. And like, I don't know. I feel like the kids back then were amazing. There was this one teacher that I had, and I really like, she's, you know, low key, high key. I think she's dead. She's like definitely dead. She was so old back then, and I'm sure she already passed away. So rest in peace. But her name was Mrs. Black. And she was this old lady, white hair. And she was so grumpy, like so incredibly grumpy and stupid with the kids. Like, let me tell you, she was so controlling that we would we couldn't even go on the swings like all at the same time. She would have everybody go one by one, and like you couldn't be like rough or like run around and shit, because she would like not like that. She would literally control the recess. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? You're just old. Like, stop being annoying and like let the kids play. Like, we couldn't even swing high on the swings. We couldn't play with dirt because this old lady, Mrs. Black, would like literally be so annoying. And we're going to go back to the lunchroom thing, because in the cafeteria, when she was there, she would literally have everybody stand in the square of each tile, like the floor tile. It's not tile, like, you know how cafeteria tiles, they're like, it's just like this like big whatever, I don't know, the ground, but the style of the ground was like sort of like tiles, and they were like a foot long, and she would have everybody stand in each square, like literally in the line. And I'm like, why do you have to be so like, just let the kids like stand, like you don't need them in a square each. It was so weird why this old lady did that. Sadly, I know she's dead, dude. She's not alive. She was really old during that time. Like, I'm talking about 70s, 80s, and she's dead for sure. But it's just like, why? Like, I don't know if anybody has like those weird moments in school. I hope you could remember your school memories, and I hope you had a really great school memory. But I remember so many things. My brain is so like weird. Like, I like can remember stuff that like doesn't even matter. I think like why do you care about this teacher? I don't know, but I'm telling you about it because I want to. So, what else? You know, oh my God, I don't know. I can like go into some teens. Anybody else like remember? Oh my God, I don't know. I wanted to have a special guest, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna do an episode, the next episode, with someone, a special someone, with a friend. But yeah, right now I really want to like show you guys the Latina mom word of the day. So I'm gonna give you a little Latina mom word of the day here. So today's Latina mom word of the day is
metiche. Metiche.
If you're wondering what that means, it means nosy. It means being a nosy in Spanish. In Spanish, not Spanish. In Spanish, it means nosy. So don't be nosy, sweetie. Anybody love nosy people? I don't know. I think I'm nosy too. I think we're all nosy, but there's like some people that just piss you off, and you're like, sweetie, can you go away? Thank you. Like literally, oh my God, I remember, let's go to memories here, sweetie. Let's go down to memory lane. I live in this neighborhood, right, that I'm living in. And I used to live in the same neighborhood, but it was like further away, like down the street. Like it was like a little bit further. And there was this old, I love calling other people old, but she was like pretty old. It was this one lady, and she lived alone, honestly. I think she was like, she didn't have anybody. Like there was no husband or anything. And she was so like a literal Karen. It's funny because nobody knew what the hell a Karen was back then, but now I have a beautiful label for this Karen, because that's literally what she was. She was a goddamn Karen, and I don't know her name. I forgot her name. But one thing, like, she was always like complaining and trying to control everything, like complaining about the way that our car was parked, the weeds in the yard, literally the weeds. And I'm like, sweetie, you have like literal like freaking grass up the ass in your front yard, and you have tons of weeds that needs your attention, sweetie. So why don't you go take care of that and stop worrying about our yard, like literally. And another thing is that we have a bunch of dogs. We had a lot of dogs before. They sadly passed away. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But she would complain about our dogs barking, and I'm like why? Like literally go away, sweetie. Like why are you like that? And once upon a time, in a summer's day, I was making water balloons, and I wasn't making them in the backyard because like the water thing, whatever, was like being broken, and I had to do it in the front yard. So like it was weird. I don't know, like me making water balloons in the front yard. And I remember I was like playing with them, whatever, and like making the water balloons. And I love tying the water balloons. I was like a really good pro water balloon maker. You know that I'm really well with the balls. We're good with the balloons, sweetie. And, and I was doing that, and she came outside and she was like, are you going to clean that up? And I'm like, what? Like, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what? And she was like, all of these the balloon scraps. I don't want any in my yard. And I'm like, ew, sweetie. Like, you literally came out for that, like, to tell me that. Like, and I told her, I'm like, they're not in your yard. I said, I'm like, they're in mine, and I'm going to pick them up. I said, that's okay. And like, honestly, I don't know all the details, but I remember she was like complaining about the balloon like scraps. Like, you know, when they pop and they leave like that piece of like latex or whatever the balloons are made out of, literally trashing the earth. But whatever, I didn't know any better. And I purposely would throw like some on her at her yard because like she was so annoying. Like don't be annoying like that, sweetie. You're so stupid. And but yeah, like she was such a Karen. And the other thing that I was gonna touch on was oh my God, I forgot already. I literally forgot, and I said I was going to talk about it. I hate myself. Don't you love when your brain just dies for a second? I had a stroke and nobody did anything about it. If you're listening and you know oh my God, I love that. What's it called? But yeah, freaking nosy people. And this lady would always like look in the front, like you could see her looking through the window. And I don't know why we always had a neighbor that was stupid. Like when we lived in this other neighborhood, there was this neighbor that would literally complain. Let me tell you, complain about our trampoline. We used to own a trampoline, and he would say that to the city, to the owners of the neighborhood, that it was a distraction from nature. And I'm like, sweetie, you literally have a pool and like palm trees and all of these things in your backyard. Like, you're this rich person with a bunch of stuff in your backyard, and you're complaining about our trampoline? What are you? So my parents had to get rid of this trampoline. Sad little boring gay prepubescent Kevin, not gay yet, prepubescent Kevin was incredibly sad. And I couldn't jump on my trampoline, sadly. It sucked so much ass, and I hated it. I was so mad when they sold that. They didn't sell it. I honestly don't know what my parents did with it, but they got rid of it, and it got me so mad because I love the trampoline. But it was because of this stupid neighbor. And we always had neighbors. I don't know why. In every single neighborhood, we had a neighbor that was an asshole. Until now, like, we don't have any neighbors. Like, literally none of our neighbors right now are like ugly. And I'm going to touch on that right now. But another weird nosy person was in my other neighborhood before moving. This lady, sadly, her husband like passed away when we were living there. I did get to see the guy and all that, but one time he like complained like because of like this car was in the driveway, and I'm like, it's not our car. It was like another neighbor's car in front of their like driveway. But he was like yelling at us, and we were like, sir, it's not our car, it's the neighbors. And they literally went to the neighbors to complain, like to tell them to get rid of their car. I mean, also the neighbor like shouldn't have their car parked right there, but whatever. And this lady, this guy passed away and all. But before and after that, this old lady like would literally every single time someone was outside or we were outside or anything, she would look out the window. Like you could see her literally peeking on, like through her window. Like she straight up stared. And it was like, oh my God, I don't know why I hated that. I always hated like that fact that she would like open the thing and stare at us. Like, I'm like, sweetie, like, can you mind your own business? Like, do your thing. Like, I know you're old, sweetie, and like you have nothing else to do. But like, don't look at me. I don't know. I hate like knowing that every single time I went outside and all that, she would look. That's why it felt so weird going in the front yard in my previous house, because like, she would like literally look outside, like stare at you. And then she would get so comfortable where she would get out, like literally open her door and like talk to you and be like, how are you? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, can you mind your business? Like, I don't need to tell you what I'm doing. I'm taking out the trash. Like, why do you care, sweetie? And when I had my fair share of like people coming to my house, like my old friends and whatever, we would be outside and she would be there, and I'm like, oh my God, she's looking. And like we would casually look and she would straight up be staring. I'm like, why do you gotta look through the window? Like, what? Like, I'm sorry. I do not like nosy people, sweetie. Anyways, she would always, sometimes I would be doing something. I would be in my house and she would literally knock on the door and ask me to help her with something on her phone. And it was so simple. And I get it, people. I get it. Like, I know that the new generation, we think everything is extremely easy to do, like control our phone and all of these things. And the older generations don't really know how to use technology. And so she would ask me something so simple and I would be like, oh my God, like this is so easy. Like, how do you not know that? But I understand. I was like, okay. And obviously I'm a nice person, sweetie. I would like help her and all that. So don't like yell at me. Don't come for me, sweeties. I did help her because I'm an angel and a nice person. Yeah. No, I did help her, sweeties. Don't come for me because I am an angel and a nice person. Yes. Very nice. Very nice indeed. But yeah, I would help her and like she would always come and like knock on the door and I'm like trying to do something and she would like be there. One time I think like 2 times I was like showering and I heard like the door and I'm like, oh my God, like this is her. And then like I felt bad, but I'm like, well, I was showering, so I'm sorry. Like I couldn't open the door, sweetie. I was actually like showering. Like I wasn't making some excuse to not open the door. But yeah, she was like another nosy neighbor. But currently in the neighborhood I live is the same neighborhood I used to live in. And like we know some of the neighbors, they still live here because they're pretty old. They're like old people that are like retired and they live here. And some new ones, but they're all nice. Maybe there's some that are like annoying. But we haven't had any issues. We've been living in a really great, like this is like the house that we live in now. It's like a house that we have always wanted to live in, like the neighborhood. And it's just incredible how the universe works because we literally got a house literally like right across the street is our old home. Like it's just incredible. Like who knew that our new home in the future would be this house that we're currently living in. It's just incredible how things work. And I do believe that we manifested it and that my parents manifested it because they really wanted to live in this neighborhood. And it was, time and time again, we would always like say that we wanted to live in this neighborhood and boom, comes into fruition. We're living in this neighborhood. So that's really interesting about that. I don't know if anybody out there believes in manifestation, but if you do, hi, please like share your thoughts. I would love for you guys anybody to check out my show notes in the description of each show. I have a link there that allows you to leave a message and you could be included in an episode. Just ask me anything or, tell me anything and I can include it. And I would love to answer your questions or, just have you say something. I don't know, spill some tea, sweetie. Tell me a secret. I don't know. I have plenty of secrets, sweeties. Plenty of secrets. I probably would talk about that in future episodes. I just don't want to talk about that yet, but I do have my fair share of the gay secrets. Yes. I'm going to drink some tea. I made some fresh tea. We love the tea, sweetie. Do you hate that? Does anybody hate that? Like right after like someone drinks and they go like, like I hate that. It's so annoying. I think there was an episode I don't know. Like there was like some show or episode and I saw it and somebody kept doing that and like the guy like killed him it was in Black Mirror. If anybody watches Black Mirror, hi, I do too. I wish they made more. I don't know if they're working on another season, but in one of the episodes, this one girl is like dating someone and he like kept doing that. And he was like this really hot guy, but what turned this girl off was the fact that he did that. And I'm like, I would too. Like this guy would do that for like every single time he drank water. Like he would make this sound. And like, I think that's annoying too. But I didn't do that because I do that. I just did it on purpose, sweetie. I just drink it like normal. I don't know. What is normal? Like, I don't think I'm normal. I'm weird as fuck, dude. I'm so gay. I love this sound. This soundboard is amazing. I have so much power. I have let me see. Let's go through the sound here. So I got my intro, and then I have my laughter. Oh my god, haha, teehee, funny, ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha. And then I have my applause. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I'm gay. Thank you. I'm gay, I know. And then I have trombone for when you're feeling a little sad, sweetie, when you're not hard. See what I did there? I'm so annoying, huh? I have the rim shot. We love a good rim shot. Ew, I hated that. That was so stupid. We have the scary one that's like, oogly boogly. That was really funny. My energy is up the charts today, and I haven't had a drink of coffee, sweetie. I love coffee. And then we have crickets, which is kind of peaceful, but also like when you're like boring. And then my special harp sound, the gaze. Wow, we love her. Wow, that's my favorite. I need to literally name it. I'm going to name it Gay. I'm doing that right now. I'm actually naming it Gay. Look, I'm typing Gay. I'm going to call it Gay Teens with a Z. And it's the color purple. And I'm going to leave it like that. There. Now it's called Gay Teens. But yeah, those are my sounds on my soundboard. And I have full control over them. Over them with the hum. Like literally, like I'm not even like saying things right. Anybody check their emails? I check my emails all the time. And the most recent email I got was from Tushy. I ordered a bidet and it's coming so quickly. It's literally coming Wednesday. But you know what I'm so mad about is that I ordered a bidet and it's called Tushy. And I ordered it on the 11th of January, just a few days ago. And literally right like yesterday, I mean, I'm like recording this today, but yesterday, it's going to be like a few days when you hear this, but whatever. For me, it's yesterday. They released a new version and I'm like, really? And so I emailed support and I was like, hey, is there any way I can modify my order? Because I ordered the original on the 19th. I got it wrong. I said 11th, but I ordered it on the 19th. And I was like, I just saw the new 3.0 version. I saw the new version. Can I modify my order? And the lady was like, hi, nice to hear from you. If you're checking about your order, please reply to this email, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. And so I gave them the information. She's like, hi, Kevin. Thanks for reaching out about this. Unfortunately, we can't modify any element of orders. And then like, she says like that I can, that it's too late and that the order's fulfilled. And I saw that it was fulfilled, but worth a try. And I asked for them to send the return label. So I'm going to return the old one when it arrives, get my money back. But I already ordered the new one. And surprisingly, the new one is coming faster. Like it's literally coming next week. And the other one hasn't even shipped yet. And I think they hasn't because like they know, honestly, maybe they like planned this. They were like, we're fulfilling these new orders for the new one and we're not going to prepare like the old one yet because they got to have like all resources on the new one. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, I was like, what the hell, dude? So because I really wanted to, I just got literally how funny we're talking about this. And I just got 28 minutes ago, I got an email back saying to reply, it's here to them when the other one comes so that they send the return label as soon as possible. And okay. All right. So yeah, I just literally just got an email saying to tell them when it arrives. So that's cool. So I'm gonna wait for that to arrive. And I will let you guys know in a future episode about that. So I'm gonna give you some tea about the bidet. And honestly, I wanted to touch on the bidet because like that's so cool. Like I don't know if anybody has one. If you do, cool. I don't know why the United States doesn't have bidets. I know that they're really cool. I'm sure like they like use less paper because like and less water too because like you're not using paper that takes a long time to process and like uses a lot of water to make. And you could at least clean your bums a little bit with water and then pat or wipe whatever with a little bit of tissue. For me, and pardon if you're grossed out by this, but I don't care. I'm gonna talk about my bum if I want to. Okay. My, it's not. I don't really have a hard time cleaning anytime. Like, it's actually pretty easy for me. I know that some people it's hard, but the way that my gut and everything is, it's just I don't have any problems. So I'm sure that this bidet is gonna be extremely useful for me. And if you're gay and you do a little bottom thing, you know what I'm talking about, then putting water up your ass is gonna help, sweetie. Not up, but I mean that's for the gay things. Putting water. I'm talking about cleaning the outside, because honestly, like, there were some times that I would be like, hello, like, I'm happy that I ordered it and I just attach it to my toilet and we're done, sweetie. It's gonna be amazing. So I'll keep you guys posted about my bidet journey. Imagine if I had like a segment about stupid things like that around my household. But yeah, memory lane, sweetie. We love school. I feel bad because like my niece can't make memories right now. Like, she's like really not making so many memories in school, and like because she's doing online school and like everybody's like doing online school. It's just really tough times, and I feel really bad for these kids because like they're not experiencing what I experienced. I feel like I had a beautiful school experience, I think, and like I don't know, I hope that everything comes back to normal soon, so that these kids can go back to the physical class, because I think it's so important for them to socialize and like interact with kids and like appreciate that. I don't know, like get out of the house, because like I don't know, because these times are crazy. Anyways, I'm gonna end this episode here, guys. I hope that I give you a little something. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for joining me on this era. And like I say all the time, before you go, thank you, and show some love if you can. On Apple Podcasts, leave me a review if you can. I would really appreciate it if you're listening on Apple Podcasts to leave me a review. For those of you who left a review, thank you so much for leaving a review. I appreciate it so much. It helps me a lot. And follow me if you haven't already followed me, so you get a notification every single time I upload a brand new video. Who am I? If you guys listen to James Charles, you know who I am. People compare me to James Charles sometimes because of like my hair. I don't know. Speaking of hair, I cut my hair. I'm over here ending this, but I cut my hair, and I cut my hair by myself, by the way. I cut my own hair because like, I don't know, the pandemic, sort of like made me like, I was like, why am I cutting my hair like over here when I could just cut my own hair? I don't know. And I developed that skill a little bit for my own hair, and I don't really do much in my hair, so I cut my own hair. But anyways, thank you guys for listening to this era, and thank you for following and giving me a review. And stay tuned for next week, and I might bring a special guest, and we're gonna probably talk about life and stuff and society and during these times. So I hope that it's a little bit uncertain. I don't know what actually is next on the agenda, but stay tuned because it might be a little bit of a surprise, a little gay surprise. Yeah. Thank you guys. Oh my God. I hope you have a wonderful day, and remember to stay present and enjoy the moment now. So thank you. Have a wonderful day, everyone.